And now let me start by thanking those who have been subscribing to my YouTube channel. You've been of great help to me, and if you have not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing. Let us make this channel great. If the content right here is helpful to you, if the content is beneficial to you, please don't pass without a like. Please don't watch this video without a subscription. I will really appreciate having you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And now let's get started. So hello good people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to look at a bulk SMS sender, or a software that can help you to send bulk SMSs to various individuals. But before we start, if you have not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Let me give you 5 seconds to subscribe. Wow, thank you for subscribing. Before we start, I want to list the number of items that you need for you to be able to have this software running in your computer. For one, you need a modem. I already have one here with me, so I'm going to use this modem in my computer. I'm going to insert my SIM card here, and this is what I'll be using to send bulk SMSs to different people. But for the purposes of clarity, I'll be just sending a single SMS to my own phone. I'll be able to share my screen right here with you so that you can see how the software. So you're going to start by inserting the SIM card in this modem to make everything easy. So we're going to remove this one. Alright, and now we can get started, guys, to learn about the software. So I've already demonstrated how we insert the SIM card in a modem, and then we have inserted the modem in our laptop, and now it's time to get started, learn how the software operates. But before we start, at least I'm sure you can be able to see how beautiful my screen is. You know, the sun shining from the far end. You know, the picture is just awesome. The background is just quite good. I hope you will appreciate me for that. And now the system that we are going to use today, our system, the name of the system is SMS Deliverer. SMS Deliverer. It's a very simple system with a very simple tutorial. I'm going to take you through all these parts so that you can at least understand how the system operates and what is expected of you. We have the very first part here called the start button. This is where you'll be once you start this one, the system will be operating, or you'll be able to send the messages to the numbers that you have already selected. And then you have this given area called compose. So this is the area where we type our message, and then we choose the contacts. We choose the contacts where you want our messages to be delivered. So you can send your messages to a group of people, and at the same time you can send your message to just a single number. In this case, we shall be using this one because we are doing it for demonstration purpose, and I want you to see how we do it. And this is the area where you now type your text or the message that you want sent to all the numbers that you've chosen, or that particular one individual. We shall get to this point later as I'll be explaining how the system operates. And now in this second area, the phone book, remember you can have as many contacts as possible. You have an import button here where you can be able to import contacts from your computer. This system can handle as many as more than 1,000 contacts at the same time. In other words, it can send more than 1,000 messages at the same time. So having done with the phone book, we now get to the phone detector. Phone detector, this is the area that will help your computer detect the modem that you have just installed. For example, if I remove this given area and then click update, you can see that all these, the first three ports are not active. The port 1, port 2, port 3, port 1, port 3 and port 4. The only active port is port 5, because you can see the IMA of my SIM card and then the status of that given port is ready. So if I click select, you're going to see the signal of my SIM card around this given place. This is very crucial, and you must always ensure that this particular area shows some signal, otherwise the system will not work. So once that is ready, you click update the selected and then you just click OK, and that will be okay. And now let's get to this given section, the report section. This is where the system will give you all the messages that have been sent within a given bracket of time. For example, in the year 2022, 09, 03, and maybe you can choose a different date here. You have the calendar here, and the system will be able to preserve crucial information concerning the messages that you've sent and received from different clients. And now the last button is the options button, which is the most critical and the most important. This is where most of the information is contained. So in the options button, the first area is the general, and the first part of general is local. This is where you input your country code. So for example, I'm making this video from Kenya, so if I were to input a country code here, I would have it as plus 254. that is my home country code. I would do that, and then I may choose to add the country code as a prefix in every message that I sent. So my number will be, the 254 will be added to my number, but I opt not to do that. And then under this given area, the computer confirms that once you open this program, whether it will auto open the last project or it will auto send and receive when app starts, it's upon you now to configure this given area as per your wish. So the system can also blacklist the contacts that maybe you don't want to get the messages from. So you can block the some given numbers, you can block the incoming, and you can also be able to block the outgoing. And then under this area here called work time, so you can be able to help the system understand at what times do you want it to operate. So you can have the start time at this particular area, and then you can have the end time. So once you click this one on, you can see that the number of the days are activated. So you can choose the system to operate from 8 a.m. to 17 hours. That is from Monday all the way to Friday. The system can remain off on Saturday and Sunday. And then you also have an auto reply section. We are going to get this one in our as we go on with this particular wizard here. We can see that the system has the ability to auto reply your messages. So this simply means that you must always not be there for you to be able to deliver some crucial messages. So once somebody has sent you a message, the system can help you respond on time. And then we have this other button here, the send the send button. So in this case, you can send your messages using the SIM card that you have just inserted, or else you can work with a mobile with a network providing company to help you with an USSD that you can help send the messages. And then the send options, so you can choose to have the SMSs valid for 24 hours, or you can increase this period according to how you find it good for you. And then whenever the system refreshes, it can be able to discontinue sending maybe in 6 seconds. Again, you can be able to configure this, and then SMS is sent. Again, you can be able to change this and all that. So all these settings will remain intact. We'll just focus on how this system can be able to send messages. So I'm sure you don't need to interfere with the settings here, as it is. Remember, this is the default setting of the system, and I find it good the way it is. And then we have this other area, the receive section. So you can configure your system to refresh in every 30 seconds, upon which new messages will be received. And then if you want to have a sound, if you want to be noted once a message has been received, you can configure the system to have to play a particular sound. And then on this particular area, the system helps you to, or the system can be able to forward some messages to your email, assuming that maybe you have left your computer at home and maybe there's some critical messages that might be sent to your computer and you want to see the messages on time. So you can configure the system to send those messages to your email address. So in this given, if you suppose you select this particular button that send email when any message is received, and then in this particular area you're going to key in the email address that you want all the messages to be sent to. And again, you can restrict which kind of messages you want sent to your email or from which clients. So you can enable this button to facilitate that simple process. So the system so far, I'm sure you can see that it is very enjoyable to use with a very simple interface. The next section is the responder. So the system, as I told you earlier, this system has the ability of replying to your messages. This can only be done if, for example, you have set a particular keyword in your computer. So for example, if someone sends you a message, maybe, "Hi, can I talk to you?" and you want the system to reply to that particular message, so in your keyword section, maybe you can add something, "Can I talk to you?" and then the system will reply that with a message that you have already defined in your computer. For example, in this case, we have this one: "Sorry, we do not have the information you want." So the computer will reply via this particular text. That is, if a keyword has been captured in the system. So we have an area here where we set the keywords, the responder. In this given area here, you can be able to input all the responders. Again, you have an opportunity to even input the emojis. You can import the emojis and have the system. So once we're done with this area under the responder, so we are going to have a section of the incoming calls. So if you don't want the system to to receive the incoming calls, you can be able to hang them up, or you can send an email whenever a call has been identified or a call has been received by the system. It can help you it can send you an email. So maybe you can be able to call the client, whoever has sent or whoever had tried to call you. And after doing that, let's now see how the system operates in terms of sending and receiving messages. It's a very simple process that I'm sure we are all going to enjoy. Let me first work on my phone detector to ensure that my modem is well placed and it is functional. So I'm going to click update, and then the system will help me update, and then I'm going to choose port 5 because it is the functional one, and then update selected. For doing that, I'm going to click OK. And now let me compose a message from my computer and send it to my phone. I'll be able to share the screen of my phone so that you can see as the message will be received on the other end of the phone. So in this case, I'm only going to send one particular message because I don't have multiple contacts in my phone. So I'm going to input my telephone number here, and I'm going to block this one for privacy purposes. So I hope you don't mind about that. So I'm done with that area, and now I'm going to create a message here, a very simple message, and then we will see the message appearing in my phone. So I'm going to type, "Hi David, I wanted to see you in the afternoon." So this is the message that I'm going to send from my computer to my phone, and then I'm going to click send to inbox, and the message will be sent to inbox, and then I click close, and then I will now get here to the start button and click start, and my message should be automatically sent to my phone. So in a few seconds, we're going to get the message on the other end of my phone. So as we wait, it will take, and there we go. So we have our message right here. So I'm going to open the message, and you're going to see it. Here it is. So I'm going to type another one. So I'm going to type the same telephone number that I've keyed in. And then this time round, I'm not going to type the same message. I'm going to type a different message. I wanted to see you, sir, and I should be able to see this message in my phone right away. So send to inbox and then give it a few seconds and the message will be delivered in my phone. And there we go. At least you can see the system is operating very well. So whenever you want the system to run, this should always be on. It should always be on. If you want to put off the system, you just click this stop button here and all that will be stopped. If I come to the sent box here, I'm going to get all the messages that I've sent to my phone and I'm going to get them. So it is very simple, a very simple software with a very simple interface for everyone. So consider looking for it. The title of the software is SMS Deliverer and it is available online. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video with me, and now it's a goodbye.